Hi dear students, today we are going to discuss about the in animal world, okay, movement in animals. Dear students, we already discussed a few topics in the animal world. The animal habitat we discussed, okay, different types of habitat, aquatic or terrestrial habitat, and we already discussed the body covering of animals, right? And next, the types of animals according to their food habitual conditions, and we discussed the breathing in animals, so as well as individually land area animals and the aquatic animals, right? Yeah, today we are going to discuss about the movement in animals. Yeah, dear students, animals have a different types of body parts for the movement. So here body parts, nothing but the limbs, legs, etc. Human beings have a legs and hands. These we call as limbs. Yeah, these animals have a different body parts for the movement. They have to move from one place to the another for food, shelter, and protection. Yeah. Movement in insects. Let's discuss one by one. Movements in insects. See here, different insects are there. All insects have a six legs. Not exactly. Most of the insects have a six legs. For example, spider. Imagine the spider contain the eight limbs. Okay, most of the insects contain the six legs. Understand? See here. Here three pairs, three and opposite direction also three. Most of the insects have a six legs, six limbs, which are used for movement. Insects like ant and cockroach crawl on their legs. Crawl. పాకడం అంటారు తెలుగులో. So crawl on their legs. Water insects like a water boatman. Water boatmen how they are going to arrange, use their oars. So they are using the oars to paddle and swim. Even water boatmen you already seen. So how they are move. I mean how they are swim in the water. So like a water insects also contain the specialized structures like a oars. Grasshopper and stick insects use their long hind limbs, back limbs. So back limbs, they have, see here, it is a grasshopper. They contain the long hind limbs, back limbs for hopping. And some insects like a butterfly, bees, and housefly have one or two pairs of wings to fly. Yeah. So these organisms contain the wings. So butterfly also for the flying. So one or two pairs of wings present in these organisms. Understand? Yeah. And next, movement in water animals. Yeah. Movement in water animals. See, dear students, water animals means aquatic animals. Movement in aquatic animals. See, all water animals swim by paddling and pushing back water, pushing back the water. So they push the water backward direction, then organism will be move forward. Different animals use the different organs for swimming. So the organisms swim with the help of the different organs in the body. Fishes have fins for swimming. You know, a pair of fins help them to keep their balance, and the tail fins helps to change the direction. See here, fish have the fins for the movement. Even the shark also the back fin, so tail fin. So tail fin, it's helpful for the shows the movement or the direction. We call as the direction. So which direction it will be move. Frogs also contain these so back limbs. So they are helpful for the hopping. Yeah. See, frog use their webbed feet to swim. You already know that about the webbed feet. So ducks also contain the webbed feet. You already seen webbed feet to swim. So when land, so already you know frog have a specialized feature. The organism, a frog will living in the water area as well as land area. So when on the land, they jump with the help of their long hind legs. So hind limbs, back limbs. See here, frogs contain these webbed feet here in the water. They contain the webbed feet. So this is webbed feet. And in the land area, they have a back limbs, a very strong back limbs for the jumping. I mean hopping. Right? Turtle have four paddle like a limbs called the flippers to push water back and swim. See, it contains the flippers. So these are we call as flippers. Understand? So this is movement in water animals. Let's continue the another organisms movement in aerial animals. Aerials, which are the organisms flying in the sky. Those are aerials. Birds fly with their wings, which are actually their forelimbs. Wings have feathers and are attached to the breastbone of the birds. See here, they have a forelimbs. They do not have the forelimbs, but the forelimbs are modified into the feathers. These we call as these wings. Back limbs as usual. So for the walking on the land, they have as usual back limbs, the two limbs, okay. But forelimbs are modified into the wings. These we call as feathers. So these feathers are attached to the breastbone. You know one thing, the birds, the bones of the birds are the hollow. So bones internally, so empty portion. Those are the hollow, making their body light, and their streamlined body makes it easy for them to fly high in the air. The streamlined body design, the sharp heads, in the portion, the starting portion, the beak of the sharp heads to the body's elaboration. So that is a streamlined body structure. Streamline means a cone shaped. See once the cone shaped, how it is. Yeah, this cone shaped. This is we call as a streamlined body design. According to this design, different structures also modified. Even though flights, as well as in water also, boats also, streamlined body design. Understand? Streamline. So sharp edges. These are sharp edges we call as a streamlined body design. Understand? Right. The streamlined body design helpful for the birds to move in the air and very faster. Some birds have a large bodies but poorly developed wings. Yeah, for example, this is ostrich. Ostrich is a big organism. These ostrich unable to fly. The ostrich is also bird. It contains the wings, means feathers, but this bird unable to fly because of their more weight. So they are unable to fly because of their more weight, and the body they contain the bones. These bones are not hollow. So these kind of birds bones are the not a hollow. It contains the bone marrow. The bones internally it contains the bone marrow. But which are the birds does not contain the bone marrow in the bones? Those are the hollow bones. So they can easily fly. But the heavy birds are the unable to fly. because of the weight, right? Yeah. Other examples of the organisms are the ostrich, emu, kiwi. These are the examples, right? Yeah. Movement in land animals. Movement in land animals. Yeah, we call simply terrestrial organisms, terrestrial animals. Most terrestrial animals have four limbs, front limbs and the back limbs. Front limbs two, back limbs two. So most of the terrestrial animals have the four limbs. The two limbs in the front is called the forelimbs. So which are the limbs in present in the front? Those we call as the forelimbs. The two limbs are called back behind are called as a hind limbs. So backside limbs we call as a hind limbs, hind limbs. Some animals like a horse use all four limbs to move. See, horse will move with the help of the four limbs. So these have the four limbs. It will be moved with the help of the four limbs. But some other organisms like a kangaroo, this is use only hind limbs for the hopping. It will be jumps, right? The kangaroo use only the hind limbs to move or the hop around. So jump చేస్తుంటుంది. The limbs of the human beings are highly developed. You know, human beings' limbs are the well developed. Human beings, we have the hands and the legs. Hands are the four limbs. Legs are the hind limbs, right? Yeah. They use their hind limbs or legs to stand upright. Understand? As well as support the body as well as for walking and running. And what about the function of four limbs to do any works, right? With help of our four limbs, means hands, we are going to do any kind of works. Yeah. And next, crocodiles, lizards, tortoise, and turtle have short limbs and help them to crawl. So these kind of crocodiles, these are movements of the crawl. Crawl means pakadam. So it will be move on the land. So lizards, tortoise, these will be the movement through the crawl movement. Snakes are limbless reptiles. They doesn't contain any limbs. See here, they don't have any limbs. You know already the snakes have the scales structures, right? The outer surface of our body, the outer surface of the snake or the reptile's body, they have a scales. It will be move one place to other with help of the scales. Snakes are the limbless reptiles. They crawl with the help of the scales or the plates which are present on the underside of their body. So these are present in underside of the body. So see here, underside, in bottom. Besides plates, they also have a strong muscles and flexible backbone that helps them to move. So the snakes also contain the backbone, but it is a flexible backbone, not like us. A flexible, it will be move all the directions like this. With the help of the flexible bone, so the snake easily move forward. Understand? Right. This is about the movement in animals. So, and one more topic is migration in animals. Migration. So, migration means the organisms will move from one place to the other, are known as migration. Understand? Yeah. See here. Most of the birds will show the movement that we call as a migration. Some animals move long distance at certain times of the year, right? They travel in large groups. This mass movement of animals from one place to the another is known as migration. So most of the birds will be moved from one place to the other. This movement we call as a migration. Understand? Right. Animals migrate to escape harsh weather. So they are going to choose the better weather. So hot weather to the cold weather. If they want the normal cold weather to hot, automatically they're going to change the one place to the other. Yeah, right. The migrate to escape harsh weather in search of food materials. Yeah, they need the food materials, right? That is why it is also moved from one place to the other. Other kinds, a shelter. So other kind is shelter and shelter and reach their breeding grounds. So breeding grounds, so they are going to produce their new ones. That is we call as the breeding, where they can safely give birth to their young ones. So that is a breeding process. So the birds will be give birth to their young ones, right? Some birds like a Siberian crane and the greater flamingos so visit India every winter. I'm repeating, Siberian cranes. See here, these are the Siberian cranes, the birds also. The Siberian cranes and the greater flamingos visit India every winter. Migration is a common in birds. The Arctic tern travels a distance of nearly 70,000 kilometers in a year from the North Pole to the South Pole and turn back. See, the birds are the movement, how they have moved from one place to the other, and how much kilometers they are moved. So this is we call migration. The Arctic tern spends the winters in Antarctica. So it will be spend the time in the Antarctica and then goes to the Arctic to lay eggs. When it is goes to the Arctic for the laying eggs, it has a lifespan about the 20 years. The Arctic tern lifespan is 20 years. And in the time, some birds travel up to 2.4 million kilometers. So my God, see this, how much uh, the distance will be migrated the birds from one area to the another. Even these Arctic terns are the move North Pole to South Pole. So amazing animals, right? Amazing birds also. Right. Scientists use the various methods to study migration. Yeah, scientists are still working out how birds are they migrate from one place to the other. They're using the rings and the tiny transmitters. Yeah, the scientists are using the rings and the tiny transmitters. Are they fixed on the birds? So the scientists will be fixed the transmitters to the birds. So then they can easily track the distances where the bird is there. So like that, they can easily track their movement and the patterns, right? Yeah, this kind of amazing situations in the birds. Yeah, these movement we call as a migration. Yeah, dear students, so our lesson is going to complete it. You have to complete these all activities. Yeah, true or false, fill in the blanks, multiple choice questions, etc. Complete it all, right? Yeah, hope you all understand. Stay safe, careful, dear students. Do all the works. Observe the video carefully. Understand? See you later, dear students. Bye.